Greetings, gentlemen. So, look, I can't incentivize this enough. If you're going your own way, go out and live as much as you can. If you're free, actually live free. Be free. Today's topic is going to be society was long since before being cucked, before you saw motherfuckers doing this in society today. What do I mean by that? Anyhow, this is OTR Ogre and Corgi. It's going to be a little MGTOW moment. A little conversation about what I see in society. Let's get into this. These weirdos you see where they like watching their wife get plowed by a couple other dudes. I mean, hey man, if that's your thing, whatever. I'm not trying to judge, but yeah, I still think it's fucking weird. It's just my opinion. You can do what you want. But that crap was going on subconsciously in society for years. You think this crap, like a guy, you think it's a normal thing. Most of these guys, when you see that their wife's getting plowed like that, it's because basically he knows that if he puts his foot down, she's just going to leave him, take the kids, take the house, take everything. And she's just tired of having to put up the lie. Like, people say, oh, you're cheating on him. No, I'm just fucking somebody else. He knows it. In this case, she's just out and out, I'm fucking somebody else. Now, notice how women will want to do that crap, because women can take birth control, so they don't have to worry about having a kid if they don't want to. But the situation where a man goes out and has an open relationship, oh, women don't have a problem with that, because what if he nuts up inside some chick? And then the resources get divided. Back in the day, nobody would have put up with this whole situation, because they've been like, no. If you're screwing this other person, it means they're affecting my resources. So you get down to it, like way back in the day, women had to be the best woman they could be to get the best man they could get. And women, all that was ever necessary for you to get a good man is the same thing that make you a successful woman now. Keep him well fed and happy in bed, and don't bring drama to his head. That's all you got to do. And you will have that work plow machine horse, like mechanical horse, plowing your fields for your whole life. Fertility, fucking, crops forever. That's all you got to do. It's not hard. But everybody tries to get all the eggs out of the golden goose at once. And that's what people do. And so along comes some government dude back in the day and says, hey, ladies, can I apprise you about your welfare benefits? Do you got a husband in the house or a boyfriend? Is a man in the house? Well, if he's not, you get more money. And so the women kick out the man. And then maybe they sneak him in the back door. What do you think that does to the children in the situation? It's this man, that man, this ain't shit mother. Like, women, you should know damn well that the safest place for your children is with the man who fucking you had them with. Because he has a biological, urge, feeling to protect his own. What about that other motherfucker? He don't give a shit. It's like lions. As soon as the old lion gets overthrown, the first thing the new lion does is go and kill off all the old lion's offspring. But you set this situation up, which shows you don't really give a fuck about your children. And so you have this thing where the government basically says, hey, we'll give you more benefits. All you got to do is not have a man in the house. So they start doing this crap. Now you ask yourself, where's the cooking come in? Well, society was being cucked. Because all the good, responsible people out there working their ass off, paying their taxes, working hard, paying the bills, taking care of their society, their communities, were now being told, you need to pay money because other people are fuck-ups. Other people choose throughout the course of their life to be screw-ups. Other people, let's say usually broke-ass people, poor people, being the greediest people I've ever seen, they decide with all the time and options, birth control, access to abilities they have, what do? They're like, well, I'm going to do a selfish fuck-up decision and screw up not only my life, but probably my kids' lives and multiple generations because I just don't feel like dealing with shit. So they put that burden on society. So society got cucked long before. And then along with that, along with first the subsidization, then eventually the diminished roles, the constant men suck, women awesome, no equality in the situation, no honesty about the situation. For decades, while subsidizing, raising multiple, I don't even consider a lot of these dudes men because they get far too emotional. They get angry. Like, look, sometimes you got to let shit roll off. Don't let a motherfucker bait you into throwing your life away. Line I heard from Tommy Sotomayor. Don't let someone bait you into throwing your life away. They're talking shit. They're doing stuff. You got to be stronger than that. Walk away. But we have these guys these days that are ready to be fighting just like that. How do you think they got that way? Well, the women that raised them. There was no real male influence in their life, and the only real male they had in their life was probably either the dudes in the gang or whatever guy mama was with. And this isn't just the ghetto. It's like whether it's the Appalachian trailer parks or some broke community where a factory used to be, or the ghetto itself. It's that mentality. And so, what is the role that you see for the strong male in that situation? Because you've got rid of dad, you got rid of any responsible male in that situation. Well, it's the guy who gets the most women, because if validation is based on how successful you are with women. You know, success and validation are one and the same. Well, the guy who has a flashy car, has the good clothes, and he has some money, whether it's legitimate money or otherwise, and he's bagging a lot of women, that's the guy who apparently is the good guy. So you have a divide in society. You have families that are still trying to keep their shit together for a number of decades, whether it's religion or just good upbringing and morals, raising them to be good people. And then you have a slow infection, parasitic society that is slowly taking over, subconsciously parasiting off of the good part of society. You know, so the good people are being cucked once again. And then eventually, when you see these modern situations where these guys, these beta males, and look, I gotta be real about this. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Whether you're alpha or beta, or in this case, cucks are probably omega, you're all fucking slaves. Don't bullshit yourselves. Zeta's, a person who walks away is more of an individual than you will ever be, because your entire life and drive is pushed towards basically satiating an urge, a feeling. You have to analyze that for a second. You have to think about that for a second and put that in perspective. So that diminished role that men have been slowly forced into, whether it's divorce laws, diminishing standards in society, overpriced crap like she's got to have her new SUV or her house or all that crap, the diminished role, the diminished legitimate authority that men had. Because, hey, if you're going to expect a man to go out and work and pay for all this shit, at least give him authority over his fucking home. That all being taken away slowly over the decades. Bunch of pseudo-Marxist bullshit. You know, like all this crap fades away the moment you don't have the government enforcing it. That's just the truth of it. But because of that, long before some dude was watching Chad and Tyrone, plow his fucking girlfriend or wife or whatever, there was psychologically this shit was being done to the good people of society. A constant negative message and a constant taxation. Believe you me, if it wasn't for all that subsidization, a lot of women would shape up right quick. They'd be like, wait a minute, I don't get free money to go to college just because I exist. Or it's like, oh, wait a minute, I don't get a free apartment because, oops, I had a baby. Watch how quickly women like slam those legs shut. Watch how quickly a lot of fat women realize this fat positivity shit is bullshit because they got to compete against every other bitch around. You know. But this is just my thoughts on it. And so the guys that are looking at society and walking away, whether it's MGTOW or otherwise, they're like, hey, man, I'm not signing this deal. I'm not putting my life, I'm not throwing my life away on this crap. These guys have basically just said, I'm going to live for me. And really, I don't see what's wrong with that, because some people say, what about society? Okay, a lot of whataboutisms with a lot of people. What about society are the same people that have been telling me for years, you know, you need to respect this, you need to respect... No, don't give me a what about society. How about you start helping fix society? It's, to me, most people that talk about saving society are like people who believe, like, I'm an environmentalist, but then when you say, hey, we're going to go clean up this beach, they're like, oh, I have shit to do. Everybody talks about what about society as its words. Do not measure people based on, if you can measure their words, you're measuring something that can be as valuable as it is empty. Measure their actions. Actions are gold. Words are like fiat currency. It's inflated. It's bullshit. And so, I don't know. If you're going your own way, go out and live as much as you can. Be all the man you can be. Because this is all you got. Anyhow, this is OTR Ogre and Corgi. And if you like what I'm doing, like, and subscribe. If you hate what I'm doing, subscribe anyways. And remember, they control you when they control your mind. Think. So anyways, take it easy.